Hey there, Reverend Sully, Eric O'Sullivan, ordained on the internet. The caveat, as always, please don't burn your hands on my hot takes. If you do, well, that's on you, pal. Well, today it is our weekly Eaglemoss Star Trek extravaganza when I'm once again showing off my Starfleet. Today we have the Excelsior class, U.S.S. Enterprise B. That's right, you read it here. There we go. Oh my goodness. Featured in the movie Star Trek Generations and captained by Jonathan Harriman. And this is where Captain James Tiberius Kirk was presumed dead. That's right. This is an Excelsior class starship. It's a little bit different than the usual Excelsior. You can see with this little fluting here on near the deflector dish, and but yeah, it's kind of, let's see, when it comes to my starships, it's not necessarily my favorite, but one thing I do know is I have all the Enterprises that matter. Let's see if the glare can get off that, because that looks like the E, but it's not. That's a B, as in Baker, like as in Tom Baker, the best Doctor Who ever. Let's look at her underside here. Yeah, it's like, it's just an Excelsior class starship, in my humble opinion. It's, it's kind of bland. Look at the secondary hull. It looks like a tongue depressor stick. And yeah, I feel that the Excelsior was great to see. Now the Excelsior, we meet the Excelsior and Star Trek III: The Search for Spock. It's quite literally now the fourth different Starfleet vessel that we've seen in the entirety of Star Trek. We begin with the Constitution class starship, the Enterprise, and the refit. We then get the Miranda class, the Reliant. We're then, in the beginning of Star Trek III, we're introduced to the Oberth class in the U.S.S. Grissom. And then when we get to Space Dock, we meet the future of Starfleet, the U.S.S. Excelsior, the NX-2000. It's the first time that we've seen the NX designation instead of NCC for the designation number, and meaning the experimental ship. We'll go on to see the NX designation prominently displayed, pretty much big on Star Trek Enterprise. The first Enterprise is the NX-01. So this is an Excelsior class vessel. So yeah, we see the Excelsior in Star Trek III: The Search for Spock, where Scotty monkey wrenches its highly vaunted new technology, the transwarp drive, and apparently transwarp technology was abandoned after that, and then we see the Excelsior. Once again, we do see the Excelsior and Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country, when she's captained by Captain Hikaru Sulu, the Enterprise's former helmsman, now with his own command. And it's the Excelsior that assists the Enterprise in the climactic battle against Christopher Plummer's Klingon there, and his cloaked bird of prey that can fire while cloaked. And so then we see this ship in Star Trek Generations, the first Star Trek movie that bridges the original series and the Next Generation. It's the first Next Generation motion picture. And this is seen in Act 1. And we also are introduced to Demora Sulu, Hikaru Sulu's daughter, who James Kirk fondly says it wouldn't be an Enterprise without a Sulu at the helm. And that was nice. Back when Star Trek used to be nice to its old fans, and yeah. So yes, this is the Enterprise B, the NCC-1701-B U.S.S. Enterprise. Not many tales of the Enterprise B, I believe. This is the only appearance on film was in Star Trek Generations of this class. And yeah, she's got 32 decks. She's got phasers, Type 8 phasers. She's got photon torpedoes. And yeah, and this would be the flagship of Starfleet for a generation. And to be replaced by the Enterprise C, the Ambassador class vessel, which we will get to eventually. But yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in. This has been the Eaglemoss Star Trek Appreciation of the Week. I have all the Enterprises that matter, none of the NuTrek. And so yeah, thanks for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. Give me a thumbs down if you don't. Leave a comment in the comment section. What's your favorite starship in the Starfleet? What's your opinions of the Enterprise B? I'm sure she had plenty of adventures that earned her name, being the Enterprise. And you know what? Give me a subscribe if you can. I'm an ordained minister. I make spiritual content. I'm also a professional chef. I make cooking videos, and I want to give you delicious, nutritious, and beautiful food for you to share with your family. And if you do, well, send some pictures, okay? And live long and prosper. In infinite diversity is infinite combination. And as stated in Star Trek the Original Series, Season 2, Episode 23, The Omega Glory, E plebnista, we the people. This applies to the Yangs and the Khans, or it doesn't matter at all. And this is something that NuTrek has sorely forgotten with their one-sided, well-intended, but very one-sided and preachy, awareness platforming. It forgot to be Star Trek stories. Good luck with that, NuTrek. And I wish I could like it. I don't actually. NuTrek fans are kind of obnoxious. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Live long and prosper.